6'5", 6'6" is a pretty good size. The best big in our league, I think, is no bigger than 6'5", but he's really long, gets off the floor, challenges shots, and that way. So we had a 6'7" kid last year that was a senior for us, so feeling that's kind of what we're, looking to do right now. So
that's a tough thing to do. I mean, like you said, they don't just they're not easy to find, and the ones that are decent, or going somewhere else or staying local, and just got to start. How do we do that, Joe? How do we get those big kids?
All those buddies, right? You gotta have buddies out there that has a guy somewhere and says, "Hey, come take a look at it."
Yeah, for sure.
Will you go anywhere? I mean, like, doesn't matter.
We look at our roster. We go anywhere. So we got guys. We got guys from everywhere.
Spain, Australia,
really,
San Diego, Arkansas. We got them from everywhere. Our signs for next year. So far, we got 5 that are signed. We got one from Cali, but he's out in Germany right now. Mom's in the military, so he's been over there the last year. Kid from Texas, kid from Ohio, Chicago, and then we do have one local kid from North Mac High School. He'll come in. He'll be a great guy for our program and things like that. So, but yeah, we get them all over. Hopefully we're filling down with a couple bigs. We got one out in Arizona, one in Florida, and one up in Detroit right now that we're kind of down to those 3 that with one of those guys.
So how valuable are these? I'm older. Didn't have this when I was young, but now you got these guys that are putting their own
TV. Didn't have TV.
Yeah, you have color television.
Oh,
but you got these guys that are putting their own videos together, and they're popping them out there onto a website and paying $150 for guys like you to look at.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty valuable tool.
My biggest tool for our international guys is a guy, Shane Howard. He kind of handles all the international guys, and those are kind of individual emails. They do a tremendous job with international recruiting because they do a great job of telling you kind of what each kid can afford, what their grades look like, kind of what level they see them in, as far as Division II, NAIA, Division III, those kind of things. So does a great job kind of ranking guys, so it's easier to filter through those. From there, there's contact info, there's video, all of those things are right there. So you click on, you see a guy you like, you reach out and you do the work. So that's tremendous as far as the international recruiting, because we're at a small place. We can't just send coach to Spain a couple times a year and go check guys out. So that does a great job for us. Now that's kind of scary, right? You bring a guy, like we got a guy from we've had Barcelona, we've had Madrid, Sydney, Australia, guys from New Zealand, all over the place, and they're coming from there to a town of 6,000 people, so that's, you got to give them a great image in their head of what they're coming into.
They got a little adjustment to make.
Yes, absolutely, but we do a great job telling guys, what it's like, the good, the bad, all those things of being at a small school, being at a small town, but, also the attention and things. But we do such a good job building a relationship with those guys, and I don't know what it is, but our international guys have always just been so unbelievably grateful for their opportunity. Just being here, a lot of those guys, it's always been a dream of theirs just to play in the States, come play college basketball, and those guys are tremendous. So we use that service for those guys, and then obviously networking, getting to know a lot of coaches. You have coaches that you always reach out to and you constantly talk to anyways. Half the time with those guys, you don't even have to call and ask, hey, I got a guy, you should look at him. I don't know from there, he's a good player, he's kind of in your range and
along those lines, how important is it for some of these kids that maybe are listening? How important is it for you to go to a head
in the world? And I think guys think that, hey, I play for coach, he's got me, and that's not how it is. You get guys that, he was uncoachable, or